Welcome everybody to episode 6 of the Edmonds Racing weekly news show. Now more than ever, we hope that this show brings everyone a little bit of light entertainment, a bit of joy in a really trying time. As always, we'll be running through some stable updates, horse updates, our runners for the weekend, and the boys, Toby and Trent. They'll be trying their best to tip everyone into a few winners. So we hope you enjoy the show. As you can see, a little bit of a different format. We're all filming this from home remotely. We've got Toby and Trent there. We've got Clint Shipsey from Sportsbet who'll be with us the whole way today, which will be great. And Mr. Adam Gardini there from Winning Edge Promotions. He's normally standing behind the camera. He gets his chance in front of the camera, Adzi. So
looks like very, very charming guy.
What's he doing behind the camera? What's he doing behind it, mate? He should be in front.
Yeah, he should be hosting.
Like the Brady bunch on here at the moment, isn't it?
It is.
So,
anyway, great guys. Listen, Toby and Trent, trying times, coronavirus. How's this affected the stable? How are you guys all holding up? How's the team?
pretty good. I think the announcement last night is a positive one that we're going to, that Racing Queensland and Curic and the government are trying to keep racing going, which is great. Bit of a scare down south with that jockey Mark Zara being on a plane and a meeting, and someone had coronavirus on that plane, which shut those meetings down on Wednesday. Therefore, until everyone come back clear yesterday afternoon, racing continues now, so that's great. Really, really positive that Racing Queensland have got the initiative, working with government and put us into different zones, which we'll talk about. We don't know the whole nuts and bolts of it yet, but a phone call from Simon Stout last night to walk me through it. I just need to see the new programs and everything and how that, well, it won't affect us. It actually might be a bit better for us to be truthful, and I think our clients will get some really, really good value with a pool of horses we'll be racing against.
Yeah, exactly. Limit the competition, essentially. Yeah, no, absolutely. You're exactly right. Like, we'll be sort of, and also protect you, as you say. Like, if you have someone has corona in another jurisdiction, doesn't affect us, and we can carry on, which is great.
Yeah. They can lock it down and shut that section down. So, it's a really, this is probably the worst thing I've ever seen in my lifetime. And you look at the global map and how these infections are increasing every day. It's astonishing that this could, be such a big thing when I don't think anyone sort of seen it coming. So anyway, hopefully we can get on top of it and all these lockdowns minimise the infections and we can return to life as normal.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's a bit of positivity out there. The data the last 2 days have shown stagnant growth, and we've all gone into lockdown now. So hopefully Australia has just acted quick enough that we can sort of keep the current restrictions in place for the time being, and racing can continue and those other industries can continue, so we can sort of hold on to some jobs and hopefully racing can give everyone a bit of joy and a bit of something to follow. So we've got a great opportunity as well, don't we? So guys, last week Sportsbet Charity Challenge kicked off, which was awesome. And Tobe, mate, you nailed it for the Bravehearts Bafana Friday night. We got everything out before she ran, and mate, they were talking of her like she was Winx at the sunny coast. There were comments about Winx and all this kind of thing. She was Winx-like, wasn't it?
It was a good win. She loves to relax out the back, and credit to Brent and Jeff Lloyd decided to ride a quiet in the trial there and found that other dimension, because we thought she was probably one of those real fast running, better than ready. And they rode it quietly, and we found that dimension. Andrew rode it beautifully the other night, got her in the clear, and she showed what turn of foot she got. Really, really good effort.
No, it's good. It was good. How
much did we win for Braveheart?
Yeah, it was a great win. In fact, she opened up in the market at $4.80 with us at Sports, but I think when we were recording last week, she was $3.60 into $3.40 at the end of it. And when she jumped on Friday night, she was $2.40 or $2.50 on the Queensland tote. So we paid out on the sports bet top tote. So we got prize of $3. So it was a good effort by Bafana, and well done to the 2K boys. And obviously, Toby, it's cash in the bank for the Bravehearts charity moving forward with the comp. Well done.
So that's 300 for Bravehearts for at the end of the day.
Correct, mate. Good job.
Beautiful.
Bloody good work, good work. And Trendy boy, you Philly ran second, mate. She ran well, but just probably found one better on the day. But it was still gave us a little bit of something to cheer about.
Yeah, that's for sure.
1100 was probably a little bit short. She still ran well, but unfortunately didn't get the job done. So hopefully we step her out over further next time and she's able to win. Yeah,
for sure, mate. No, all good. Guys, good week again. 16 runners, 4 winners, 25% strike rate. Love your work. Takes us to 85 winners for the season. Chasing 112 to beat our all-time record. So at the moment, we are 76% of the way there to getting our record. But we've still got, but we've only got through 66% of the season. So we're on track there, which is great news. Trent, anything to add there? I know you're a keen stats man. I know you were keen to get to sort of 100 pretty soon, but you've done well. You've done closer to what your big ambition than I expected.
Yeah. Well, my ambition was 100 by the end of March, but I sort of marked that without doing the stats, and to get there on our current strike rate we would have had to have had probably half of our season runners in the time that I specified that until the end of March. So that was basically impossible, but we haven't done a bad job, and obviously the last couple of weeks have been really strong, and everyone's done a great job.
Yeah, and got a few, had 31 trialers at the Gold Coast there on Monday, guys. So there's a few runners coming through, and hopefully plenty more winners between now and the end of the season. Anything out of those trials that you wanted to sort of point out, one horse each?
I like the resumption of the West Australian mare, Jennifer. I thought she was really good. Certainly needed it. She was a bit big, but was nice and tough to the line, and has tightened up and will improve again.
Beautiful. Jennifer.
I thought Tom was in to come back really well. She went off the stud and missed time invincible. She's come back super, no action, great. She ran through her gears nicely. She does, and I really like her trial. Back into the order. Win a bride as well. Good.
Very good. From Tobe. We're just cutting in and out there a bit, Tobe. I'm not sure why, but we'll play through it and see how you go. All right, I thought the Pines. I'm going to go the Pines, by the way. The Pines, I thought, trialled really well in that trial with Jennifer as well. And as you'd expect, we have her half-sister. Still a little piece of her left as well, everyone. So she's a Husson filly, looks exactly like the Pines per Toby and Trent. She was 36 grand, and I think we've got 20% left to go. So anyone there, please check in, because that Pines, I mean, she was headed towards some black type this prep. She's won 5 from 7, and we reckon the half-sister looks just the same. She cost nearly nothing, so give us a yell. All right, team, we've touched base just on the week that was. The winners were Bafana, who, well done to the 2K team. She won like an absolute rock star and gave everyone a great thrill, because she did miss the kick and then flew home and absolutely killed them. The Gold Coast, we had Broken Windows get up. Thoughts there, Trent?
I thought Anthony gave him a really good ride. He was going to be sort of in an awkward spot. He saw an opening to be 1-1, give him a scoot along, and took the spot, took the initiative, and the horse still done a bit wrong, a bit of a buffeting duel, sort of topped the straight when things started to get a bit serious, but he was good enough and tough enough to win. I thought he should improve out of that. When I saddled him up, I thought he was still quite fat, but got to give credit to Anthony. I thought he rode him super, and it was
no, great. Come to the stable this prep, and second start wins, so it's bloody great work. Willumbar, Monday, she's a boss, Tobe.
Yeah, another great ride from an awkward barrier as well by Andrew Mallion. He waited and cut the corner and got to the middle of the track, and she resumed well. You know, that man's got good ability. She's probably better with the sting out of the track. The firm tracks are no good for her. She just can't stretch out properly on them. So whenever she gets if we can get her on a softish track, you know, she's going to have a really good prep.
Beautiful. And she's an Archer Park filly.
She is, yeah. And she's another Rothsay that needs to be ridden a bit quieter, which is good.
Interesting. So you're finding that the breed, the Rothsays, might just be those sort of horses?
Yeah, well, we have it saying, there's a back marker when 1-2 mornings and the like, and I don't believe ours finds she's a back marker and finishes hard. So it may be a trait, I'm not sure, but while they've got to turn a foot, I think we can do that.
Yeah, nice, love it. Okay, and then went to Eagle Farm there on Wednesday, and Vivid Fortress broke her maiden in town very impressively, I thought, for Aquis, Sedge and Ho, and Mr. Felgate.
Yeah, great. We actually wanted her ridden up on speed because we trialled a couple of times. I think we did her 3 trials. Third trial, Robbie Frad rode her and give her a scoot along really. Was positive from the barrier. She led the trial, ran really quick time, the quickest of the morning out here. And she seems to have lost that gate speed because we want Ryan to be positive, and he tried to be positive, but she couldn't go. And subsequently got back and give her a great run, and she was far too strong. So, sometimes you learn how to ride them fairly, by a fluke, which so that might be her pattern. Hopefully, she can progress. She's a nice filly.
Yeah, nice.
Good on Wednesday. Look to me like she's grown too. Hasn't never been overly big. She's the first foal out of Leslie's Choice that we trained by Sebring. Got a good pedigree, really, really stout, strong pedigree, and will improve as she gets older. Now she's 3, she can race for another couple of seasons. And we can get her into some black type at some stage. That'll be great for breeders.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's great that she's won at metro level for them too. And you picked her out at Easter. I think you may have purchased her, and I think she's got the full sibling selling at this year's Easter, which will.
That's right. Yeah, so that'll be the full. That'll be nice for her. I'd like to see actually.
Yeah, and just wishing everyone there at Sedge and everyone there with the Easter sale all the very best. Obviously, it's going to be a very different sale all online and different things. They're trying their best to get it to go ahead. So good luck to everyone there. All right, guys, we're going to go to the Beaten Brigade. It's going to go toe for toe. So we'll start with Trent, then Toby, Trent, then Toby. Either you were happy with the run, so happy, had excuses, or disappointing. Trent, Shopping Paradise.
Needed the run.
Toby Paliki.
1,400 too far.
Alrighty. They had excuses. Loving Miss, Trent.
Needs further, was okay. Just run into a sharper one.
Perfect. Rumbarella, Tobe.
1,800 third up might have been a tad too far, but he was okay. Probably somewhere between 1,600 definitely. Find that right ratio now is a little difficult, but we don't run my race at the Gold Coast, but I thought he was pretty good. Probably needed to run at 1,800.
Perfect. Oriental Girl, Trent.
Huge. 4 deep the entire. Draws a barrier next start, goes very close.
Beautiful. Medelka, Tobe.
Good. First preparation, a beautiful run. I thought she was going to win when she got up the fence. But she's a good girl and done a good job this time, and wanted the paddock for a little break now.
Beautiful. Wookie, Trent. Wookie.
Ordinary. Head scratcher.
All right. Beach Break, Toby.
Too far out. Sorry.
All right. Beach Break, Tobe.
Oh, real good. She could have tacked onto that second last horse. I'm sure she finishes off both. Probably run second. Not probably going to beat the winner. But for a filly that we've had her basically since we got off Brad, and she's been out the farm and back, forever to win a maiden. Step up to that Saturday grade. Unlike she did off with a great effort.
Good effort. Yeah, lovely. Okay. And Trent, all in the same race there at the Gold Coast was Groupthink, Filters, Nymeria. You said that they were going to be looking for the run.
Yeah, and worked out that way. All 3 of them sort of drew awkward, had runs out the back in a big field. And, all of them should improve a stack out of that, especially Groupthink. He was quite big, but looks great this week.
Beautiful. All right. And Toby, TARDIS, consistent as ever.
Yeah, really messy on the corner. Not sure what happened there, and she hit the line as good as anything. So she's going well and deserves a city win or a metropolitan win there somewhere shortly.
Beautiful. All right. Well, a few winners amongst those next time out.
Yep.
Excellent. All right. Well, let's roll into these Metro runners tomorrow. It's Doomben. We're in the last 3 races there, guys. So we're going to play an important part in the quaddie for a lot of punters. As you know, those last races in the quaddie, they're always big fields, big open fields. It's a soft 5 there when I last checked. We kick off with race 7. Trent, Heritage Sash, 0 Metro win, 1,200 metres, barrier 9, Robbie Frad. He's $4 in the big field. Bloody super consistent horse, 10 starts, 3 wins, 3 seconds, 3 thirds. At the distance, all his wins have come at the distance, 1,200 metres, 6 starts, 3 wins, a second and a third. Question mark, soft, rain affected. Very interested in your comments on him, on that sort of going. Third up, but bit of a tricky alley. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, tricky barrier. I think third up, staying at 1,200, kept fresh is perfect. Just 3 weeks between runs. Smashed them and really ran a quick time the other day at the Gold Coast. Just going to need a little bit of luck early. I wouldn't want to see the track probably any worse than a 6 for him, to be fair. I think the firmer it is, the better. But if it was any worse than a 6, I think he'd be his chances would be questionable. But if it sort of stays around that range, I think the horse is going extremely well. And his work was okay on Tuesday, but once again, the track was rain affected Tuesday morning on the course proper. So that dulled his sharpness a bit. As I mentioned, just going to need a little bit of luck early. We're riding positively, so he's going to be up there about 1,200 metre specialist. And if the track's dry and he can just get that little bit of luck early, he's as good a chance as any.
How do you expect Doomben to play, guys? Like, it's got a bit of, like, they're going to probably have a little bit of rain there today, not much. It's currently a soft 5. How do you think it'll play?
I think a lot of it's really tempo related, isn't it? Sort of, they can win from anywhere. The rail being up 1 metre, basically tempo related. I feel there.
Yeah.
Short run to the first corner and shorter straight than Eagle Farm. So a lot of it's tempo related.
We get to look at the earlier races to work out the pattern though, which is okay. So I don't think we should change his riding the way we ran him last start. You know, if he wants to run fast, let him run. He'll bust them up and run quick time. I think the 5's good for him to be careful. Right, if they get rain and he gets to 7 or 8, well, you know, he's going to struggle.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, very good. So he's as long as the track stays good, you guys are providing he gets some sort of run, he's a proper winning chance, eh?
Yeah, sure. I don't mind drawing it if he's drawn a bit awkward either, because you know, just to make the jockey use him, and that's when you get the best result. I think, you know, the horse needs a bit of a wake up anyway. Interesting.
So I understand. Okay. Race 8, we have Toby, Mr. Bellagio, benchmark 78, 1350, barrier 1, Maddie McGillivray. Always get that wrong. McGillivray. He's an $18. He's always a price, this horse. Always a price. $18 this time. He was terrific last time at the same track and trip. He's drawn 1, big field, which should sort of give us a good, genuine tempo. Appreciate the sting out of the ground, question mark. Interesting what you guys think. He's run well last time, but he hasn't won for 11 months. So what do you guys say here from barrier 1?
Well, better than what we drew the other day. We had to go right back on him. We drew it awkward and had to go a fair way back, and he ran great. There's about 5 weeks between runs the other day. I thought he had the winner covered, actually, the thing of Rob Heathcote's, but just condition give way with about probably 100 to go. So tomorrow he's sharp. He's fitted up and tightened up, and even though he's priced, I think he's a great each way chance from the barrier. Just not going to have to do much from the barrier. We land where we land. Just needs to find the right lane in the straight, and he'll be strong over the last bit. And well, I'm quite confident he can run well at that odds.
Where would you love to see him settle? Do you want to see him like just riding behind the leaders there from barrier 1, or do you know if he's 3 back on the fence?
Yeah, wherever the speed is, you know, like the horse, wherever the horse is comfortable with travelling. If he's midfield, forward to midfield, if he's got to be just worse than midfield, just as long as he can you know, travel and get through his gears and you know, in a nice breathing pattern, and he'll click up nicely in the straight.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, wherever he's happy.
Yep.
Very good. The lucky last, race 9, Trent Vanagirl. It's a handicap 1350, barrier 2, Maddie McGillivray. $10. She's come up. Obviously, huge prep last time. Won 3 from 5 on her last 2 at a mile. 7 weeks since we last saw her, so you're giving her a bit of a freshen up. You gave her a trial on Tuesday. She's drawn well. She has class. Big field. Hopefully, will set a good tempo because she is sort of a filly that does get back in her races. Mate, where is she headed to? Oh, I suppose it's hard now with the program all changed up, but what's the sort of plan with her Saturday?
Well, this was the resumption for an Oaks preparation, so that's been thrown into disarray. And we will just basically ride her wherever she's comfortable. See probably some pretty good speed in the event, to be fair. So if she can just tack onto something, and bearing in mind that she's first up off the freshen up, if she can tack onto something that sort of wants to get out and get going, and they overdo it in front, she's going to be extremely strong late. It's a good quality field, actually. Steve Treget's horse has been very impressive twice, and it's drawn very soft. So I'd suggest even if Matt could follow it through, because it looks pretty progressive and basically the main danger, she's going to be hitting the line extremely hard. 1350 is a little bit short of her best, and interesting going to Doomben, tight turning track, how she handles that. But I think she's quite versatile. She works here on our B grass all the time. That's a tight turning circuit as well. Trial well there Monday. So while there's a fair bit left in the tank, obviously, because we were prepping her for an Oaks campaign, I think, if she gets a right run, which it looks like she will, as long as she gets onto something's back, she's going to really hit the line hard and she'll be standing late.
Yeah, beautiful. All right.
I don't see the speed as much. I thought the tempo was a little bit lackluster, but I know it's a big field, and more often than not, they do roll along. Wouldn't be surprised she lobs a little closer.
Yeah.
She'll hit the line hard. She's going really well. We, as I say, we trialled her on Monday. Nice, and no headgear or anything, and a lot of residual fitness from last time out. So been out to the mile twice and 1350. Watch her hitting the line hard late.
Yeah, beautiful. Love it. Okay. And I suppose we'll work out where to after we get the program later today, the new program.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we've got provincial runners, plenty of them. You can it's either a win each way or not running is the other one. Sunday's totally out, as we know. So Sunday racing is off due to the new program, the new restrictions. So we've got Friday, Bow Desert. That's today. Race 2, Wave Maker, Barrier 12 Maloney on Toby. Win. Nice. Bafana-like confidence. Bow Desert, Race 4 beats me, Trent.
Each way. I just want to see him do it.
Lovely. All right, the Gold Coast home track, Race 2, Batama, Barrier 3. Can she get to back some winning form, Tobe? Each way. Lot's Wife, Race 3, Trent.
Yeah, she can win.
Oh, come on, you good thing. Good pedigree update there for her. Race 4, we got 2 in it, Toby. Naminga.
Needs a run.
All right, Powering.
He'll race well, but I think he needs further also.
All righty. Needs a bit further. All right. Saturday, Gold Coast, Race 5. Nick the Skip, Trent.
Possibly won't run, drawn horribly.
Yeah, right. And Sapporo the same, drawn 13.
Struggle from the barrier.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Awesome, guys. Well, I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Clint Shipsey now from Sportsbet for you guys to lock in your charity bets of the week. You're just on mute there, Clint.
We're on
mute.
There we go. We're on the line. Thanks, mate. Yeah, sports bets typically for charities. So Trent, we'll start with you, mate. Obviously supporting the motor neurone disease charity, mate. Who's your best bet for the weekend?
Heritage Sash is mine.
Heritage Sash, nice, on Saturday at Doomben. And Toby, mate, for you, for Bravehearts, your best bet for the weekend, bud?
I'll go Wave Maker today.
Wave Maker today at Bow Desert. Good stuff. All right, guys. Well, thanks for the top tip, and hopefully we can get Chocky's home on one of those horses, and we can donate some more money for charity. So cheers for that. Back to you, Bruce.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
In the studio.
Yeah, make sure I signed up with Sportsbet there on the weekend. I tell you what, they're going to regret that decision. Got Farnan, bang. Bafana, bang. What's the other one?
All right, are you?
I was expecting a call. Hey?
How many winners did you back? 2?
Oh yeah, mate, 2 out of the whole weekend.
Brent, you got to wind the button out.
Yeah, he had his dollar each way on Bafana. He went all right.
I'm expecting the call to say, mate, we're going to limit your winning.
Yeah.
He's on the top.
Fine.
Oh, God.
I love it, mate.
I'll see how they do it. There's 7,000. Yeah, they know who's betting.
Yeah. Good stuff. Love your work, Sportsbet. Thanks for the support. Adam, mate, leave all the hard work to you, mate, to now chop it up and shape it up and make us look good, bud.
Great job, boys. Obviously, trying circumstances, but good that we can still try and bring some insights to both the owners and the punters, and have a good weekend on the punt.
Yeah, no, good stuff.
Thanks, Ed.
Content is the future too. This content stuff is the future. I mean, you can imagine right now with everyone sitting at home, they just want content to consume, and the stuff that you do, mate, is great.
Yeah.
So.
All
right, guys. Sign off. Good luck.
All right.
Cheers. Good luck.